To take a look at Amazing Lucas. My bad. The non-amazing Lucas. My bad. The amazing mucus. The amazing woke. The amazing liberal. Hunter Avalon's dad. We talking about this loser because he's crying about blackness and all types of stuff on a regular basis. The topic today, he's crying about Black Americans have 5 years until extension. This guy's crazy. He's insane. He's a swindler. He's a grifter, all of that, man. Hit the like button, drop some comments, subscribe if you haven't. Let's get straight into it. Hear him cry.
This is some harsh truth. Oh my goodness. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking at the political landscape in this country, and it's not looking good. Maybe it's just me, but there seems to be a rampant uptick in anti-Black American events, demonstrations, sentiments. Whether you're going online, I think that's been amplified by social media, especially on Twitter. You can see this, on Rumble and other, outlier social media accounts and platforms. You see this in politics. You see this in present day and sentiments around the world, honestly, as far as how Black Americans.
Hey, screenshot it and send it to me. If he did that, screenshot it and send it to me if you can. Appreciate you.
Americans being treated. Now, the reason I say Black Americans is because Black immigrants who are coming from Africa to the country, they don't have the same propaganda hit pieces that Black Americans suffer from. They don't have the same relationship with this country that we ourselves do in this country. So many Black immigrants are coming with I won't say a clean slate, but a different slate. They, most of the stereotypes is that, hey, they come from poor, war-torn countries, and they're just coming over here to make a living. That is very inherently different from the propaganda and the stereotypes that have been plagued against Black Americans that are still being perpetuated.
Yeah, I just hate this guy's voice. Bob, try to hear him out and see what he has to say. Brothers, sisters, oh my goodness. No, let me put it up. Let me put the screen up. Brothers, sisters, oh my goodness. Today, I want to talk about reparations. Hold on, watch this. Today, I want to talk about reparations, brothers. Sisters. We learned from the great Dr. Umar that we could teach people to give us reparations for work that we didn't even do. Oh my goodness. Shut up.
From the propaganda and the stereotypes that have been plagued against Black Americans that are still being perpetuated today. Now, I say that to say this, and that is, I very much know the Republican side. I was born conservative, grew up Republican, and I very much know the Democrat side. Okay. The only way you can actually be a staunch and actual good Republican and conservative is, in fact, know everything about the other side. Whether it's, to steel man your arguments, whether it's, certain policy and the devil being in the details, whether it's to issues and complaints.
This man is talking in slow motion. You got to get to the point, fam. You got to get to the point. What'd you learn? What'd you learn? You learned something? What'd you learn? What was it? Hurry up.
Complaints and grievances, whether it's to knowing what's going on CNN and how they're manipulating the truth and whatnot. So I see it from both sides, and from both sides are anti-Black. It just is. It is what it is. And
this guy's crazy, bro. Why does everything have to fall into Black victimhood? Why does everything have to go to that? Like, why is that like the mandatory thing for Lucas? I never understood with this guy. Why is that?
And I stand by my recent statement of that, Black Americans presently have it way worse than our ancestors. I stand by that because you have to take into account. I understand you may think of Jim Crow, you may think of segregation, you may think of lynchings and whatnot and all that. All of that was black and white. In present day, it's not so black and white. When our ancestors were present, when they were living and on this country, they knew who their enemies were because their enemies.
Yo, this is crazy. This is wild. Yo, fam, this sounds like the craziest I want to start a race war talk I've ever heard. Like he's genuinely trying to start a race war. Leave the Dr. Umar philosophies alone, brother.
Enemies were pretty blatant with it. They were overtly, anti-black with it, to the point where you can be in certain neighborhoods, not because you didn't feel unsafe, because it was the law. Okay, that's night and day from how it is being experienced today, because many are under the illusion of the inclusion, as Paul Mooney would say, and that black and white is now grayed out. It's now blurred. Now you have
Paul Mooney's funny. Just sometimes he wilds out, like. But then that's what what you're coming for. You know what you came for. You come to a Paul Mooney show. You know he about to wild out. You already know. But sometimes he wild out a little too crazy.
People who are fronting as friends. Now you have people under the guise of, hey, I'm just here to help. How they have helped, and I'm speaking on Democrats and Republican, is to either to erase your identity, which is what the Republicans do, whereas, well, you're no longer black, you're an American. And it's like, that doesn't help me if black Americans have certain problems exclusive to that group, given our exclusive relationship with this country. So it does.
Yo, this is crazy. I'm trying to get through him crying, bro. I'm really trying like my best. I'm trying my best, man. I ain't gonna front. It's not easy. Definitely not.
It doesn't help to just eradicate my identity if my identity is attached with the problems that I experience, in this country. And then you have the other side, the Democrats, who tend to group you in, people of color, BIPOC, things of that. And they do that in order to, once again, do the same thing the Republicans do, which is a form of
black. I'm the victim. Brothers, sisters, oh my goodness. Blackity black, black, a black. More power. Black.
Erasing who you are. What's the point of having affirmative action if it doesn't exclusively help black Americans, if it's not exclusively for black Americans?
Man, first of all, I don't even agree with affirmative action at all, any way, shape, or form. But this guy not only agrees with affirmative action, he's asking for it to be exclusively for black people and only black people and black. We need blackity black, Wakanda. Shut up, fam. This is so stupid. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this whole thing.
Okay. Not everyone in this country experienced what black Americans experience. One thing they love quoting, especially on the Republican side, is MLK. MLK says that, hey, I don't want to bastardize the quote, but essentially, hey, a great wrong has been done to a group of people. That means a great, justice must be done. There has to be recompense for what the country has done to this.
Stop crying. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. You actually are doing pretty well, right? What are you crying about? You want more? Man, how about we just teach people to just, work hard and earn? How about that? This whole I need and I deserve and give me handout is detrimental to the black community, if anything.
To us as a people. I think that the left don't care and the right surely don't care. And that's what I've seen in my deep dive into this political structure. And based off of the patterns that I'm seeing, and the best way to determine the future is to look at the present and the past. Okay, to look at, hey, have there been any pattern changes in what's going on? Have there been any behavioral changes in as the group? And the answer is no.
What?
So based off of my analysis, I would argue that.
Did you say behavioral change? The hell is this man talking about?
Black Americans have at least, maybe less, but at least 5 years until we are politically irrelevant, till we are politically extinct. Because I think I want to use harsh language so it gets to people.
So you're admitting that you're trying to go overboard and oversell it in order to get the clicks. Got it. The grifter that admits the grifter. Wow, that's a whole new spin at that. That's okay. He came on some different type of time. He like, yo, listen, I'm a grift, but I'm gonna come through and I'm a grift. I got you.
Well, so that my message gets across. I say that because, when you had Dr. Claude Anderson in his book Paranomics, and I've read a lot of the books. I've read so many books, whether it's, before
Nothing.
Columbus.
Well, he trying to, not a damn thing. I'm almost done with this damn video. Yo, he did nothing. He ain't trying to say nothing. Let me see. He got chapters, right? Let's go to a chapter. All groups versus us. Oh, no. It's about to get crazy.
I know many people may think I'm being hyperbolic, and I'm really not. That's the crazy part. I'm really not. When you think about immigrants, I don't care if there's African or Mexican, okay? I think this whole issue with Black Americans versus Africans, I think that's dumb, beyond dumb. And I think, honestly, that's an FBI or a governmental ploy if we want to go conspiratorial route. But that's the same ploy and the tactics that they've used since we got here. It's to divide and conquer, right? The house slave versus the field Negro, right? The light skin versus the dark skin. They've done these tactics.
First of all, the letter that he's basing this theory off of, if I'm not mistaken, is proven to be false. There's just some letter that Black people always quote. You got to separate and put the black skins versus the dark skin. There's been no proof of that, if I'm not mistaken. But what I will tell you is it sounds crazy that someone who causes a divide between Americans is talking about the government trying to cause a divide. It's you. It's you. I'm sure I have my fair, opinions and takes on the government, but dude, it's you. You're one of the people causing the divide. You. Dr. Umar. Who else? A plethora, bro. There's a plethora of people. It's nasty. It's not like this color versus this color. That's stupid. That's dumb. Do you know nothing about the Rainbow Coalition? Black Panther Party? Nah? Fred Hampton? Never read about that? Okay. Am I saying his name right? I was confused with Fred Hampton, right? The gospel singer. I think I said it right, Fred Hampton. You don't know nothing about Rainbow Coalition? He united a bunch of different people, all colors, all races, white people, Spanish people, Black people, all to counteract what was going on in society. That's the type of time I'm on. I'm not doing things based off of color. Is right now, at this point, the way I'm seeing stuff is logic versus stupidity. What side you want to be on? I know what side Lucas is on. Stupidity.
In order to divide, and by dividing, you can't organize. And if you can't organize, then you can't strategize. And if you can't strategize, then you can't execute on a plan. And if you can't execute on a plan, then you are always going to be fodder for every other group. That's how it's going to be. And if you look at the sentiments, whether it comes to Mexicans, Hispanics, whatever you want to argue, there's no such thing as Hispanics, that's irrelevant. That's another thing. You have a lot of black Americans arguing about mundane and moot points, arguing about
like you, like you, just so you could grift. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, his level of woke, I don't think is that he turned woke, guys. I think he was always woke, and that he just let the mask slip. He got tired of pretending. A lot of creators do that, right? They'll sit here, pretend, fake, pander, all that stuff, and then eventually they'll let their true opinions come out. Him and Hunter Avalon had a real similar, YouTube upbringing, right? Where they was hiding in their true selves. And then once they got tired, it was like, okay, time to grift a different way. Let me show how much of a baby back bitch I am. And then come on here and pander to wokies.
Juneteenth, arguing about, reparations need to be done with this way. Moot point. If you don't control who is writing.
Juneteenth is a stupid holiday that shouldn't exist. In fact, most holidays shouldn't exist. I think Juneteenth is dumb. It's real stupid.
In the paper for reparations, if you don't control who's going to be passing or signing the reparations bill, then you're going to get whatever they give you. That's how that works.
I don't care. I'm not asking for reparations. I'm not going to deny it because I'm broke. I'm going to take whatever. And guess what? You think I'm not going to pay them bills? You crazy. I'm paying every bill that I got. But I'm not asking for it, right? I don't care what's given right? How about you give reparations to Americans? I would love that. Give reparations to all Americans. You was born here, you get reparations, baby. I don't care what color you are. That's how we're going to do it. It's going to be reparations for all the years that we were lied to. I'll leave it there because YouTube is trying to 86 me out here.
So I think a lot of this needs to be backwards engineered. For one thing I realize is that it's very cultish behavior, that Black Americans have been divided into sects, certain groups where I follow this person and that person is wrong, but then that person says that person's wrong. And once again, it's division. And if you are divided, as I said before, there's no organizing, there's no planning, there's no executing. So everything you want, and honestly, the irony of all this is that many of these groups, many of these segments, whether it's FBA, ADOS, Black Americans, whatever it is, they all want the same thing. That's the comical part. Is that once you start listening to many of these groups, like, yo, we all want the same thing, right? We all want Black empowerment. That's the whole.
I want freedom in all ways. I want to be free. I want to be able to travel without having to receive documentation because that's a hassle. I would like to, even though I receive help, I got people that care about me. But man, like overall, I think that's crazy that we have to get documents to leave the country. That's insane to me. You should be able to just visit, especially if you were born here. You just go and leave and get the documentation for the other countries, if anything, right? What else? There's a lot of things. I'm not really a fan of taxes, right? Not really. I understand the purpose of it, but I think that maybe there's a better solution to some degree, right? Or the way that they're done maybe needs another looking at. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. There's a few things that I could think of.
That's what we all want, but they all have issues.
Ooh, fried chicken. Love me some fried chicken. Time and peace. That'd be cool. That'd be nice. I would love it if they brought back Boy Meets World in any way, shape, or form. Another season of Degrassi. I like that. I enjoy that. For Drake to rap like how he used to and stop doing his bullshit he been doing. For Ye to just be him and stop worrying about people's opinions on him for real, and just be you. That's what I would want. I want all my supporters to actually have a happy life as well. That's some of the things that I want. I would like to, be closer with the Lord as well, which I'm already working on. I like to lose some more weight. I'm really sitting here and naming all the things that I actually want. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
And conspiracies, and you have egos of people who want to, I want to be the leader, or I want to be the figurehead, or I want to do this. Yes. And it's honestly a mess.
You got it. Divide, divide, divide. This is what he wants. He wants to cause the divide. He wants a race war. Because if you do that, it lines his pockets as well as Dr. Umar's.
And that
Dr. Umar been building a school for like 30 years, my nigga. How? Yo, it don't take that long, bro. You give me enough time, some paper clips, cardboard box, a glue gun, some nails, a hammer, a butter knife, and a Yankees fitted cap. I'll build a school in less than a year. All my knowledge will be YouTube knowledge.
That wouldn't be an issue had we had leadership. And I know Asians don't have any leaders. Whites don't have any, I guess, leaders, you could say.
Who gonna be the leader? You? Dr. Umar? Who gonna be the leader? Who gonna be the woke leader? The leading Black general?
That I'm gonna lead the party, or I'm gonna lead white people. Mexicans don't have that, but that's them. That's fine because they have people who advocate on their behalf as a group. Mexicans have people who advocate, who are positions of power, who advocate on their behalf as a group. Whites surely have people who advocate on their behalf as a group. Chinese have, or Asians, whatever, have people who advocate on their behalf as a group. We don't have that.
I wouldn't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not even know. I have no idea. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't care. We need someone leader. Man,
so if we don't have anyone in a position of power to advocate on behalf of us, that means we need to organize as a people. Unfortunately, as I said,
ain't that what the president is for? Right? Like, at least supposed to be? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm bugging. Ain't that what that's for? Okay. Guess not.
Previously, there's segments within, we've been segmented and fragmented, thus leading to an inability to organize, especially to a point where it's actually going to cause an impact. I'm not talking about a little group for a rally here, or a little group for a rally here, or a little group for a convention here. I'm talking about numbers. That's what I'm talking about. No one cares about little groups. They care about numbers. That's what's going to cause a sway, an actual movement. Those little groups.
Yeah, he literally wants a divide. He literally wants a divide. He's blatantly saying it. That's crazy. Yikes.
Groups add up into bigger groups and bigger groups and bigger groups. So maybe it may be one group over here and one group over there, but if they're all connected, it becomes a network. It becomes a beehive of little smaller groups that make up a bigger network. As I've seen, that's not going to happen.
What's wrong with him?
It's just not going to happen.
What's wrong? Yo, what's wrong with this man? Yo, you hear the way he talking? That sounds crazy to me. That sounds scary, actually. I don't think someone like Lucas should even be thinking about that kind of power. That's dangerous as hell. Whoa. He wants a race war, bro. He's begging for
a lot of external factors. There are a lot of internal factors. You have people who are constantly preying on the community under the guise of, hey, I'm the one that knows best. I'm the one that's helping you. They're the one.
Like you. Like you. Dr. Umar, a whole lot of grifters. Shoot. Hunter, Avalon. I definitely seen him tell a black person he knows what's best for him. I've seen Hunter tell a person who identified as, I guess, a gay man, you need to vote like me because you gay. I've seen him say that. So why are you not voting my way or thinking like I think? You're black. To Avalon, Amazing Lucas, all of these grifters do that.
Ones that are, are agents and yada yada. And I'm family and this and that. And I've seen it so many times by this person or that person or this person, that person. And, nothing has changed.
That's facts. Yo, fam, you really said that during the debate. And then started saying some disgusting stuff. Like, he likes to assume. They make a lot of assumptions based off of things that you identify as. Is the woke handbook. And the wokey handbook.
When it comes to politics, nothing has changed. And there's a lot of complaints, but no one's doing anything. Let me elaborate what I mean by that. What I mean by that is that there have been a variety of stories that have come up, okay? And the stories have been swept under the rug. You had most recently the black girl whose body was mutilated by officers and the charges were dropped. There was another video that I saw of this white woman who was I think it was in New Orleans, and this black man was berating her, talking about, hey, why did you block the block? Why'd you block the block to have a block party and yada, yada. And let me just say, when it comes to that, that's not how you handle that situation.
The hell is he even talking about?
Okay. Huh? Moving forward.
The hell is he even talking? All right. I'm not going to last. I won't be able to finish this one. I won't. I wanted to look at someone else's video and roast them, but damn, man, this might have drained all the energy out of me.
Black men, if you handle a situation like that, you're going to be 6 feet under. Because 9 out of 10, what's going to happen if the gentrification has gotten to that point? Best believe it's going to affect the police departments and it's going to affect the local representatives. Best believe that. Okay, that's just how that works. So what's going to happen is they make a call to the police, and you may have lived there all your life. You may know everyone there, and those people will change. They will be new people. I don't know about you, but I've been in that situation where you're grown accustomed to a certain way, to a certain behavior where they're treating you, as a customer or as a citizen. And now there's a new person in office and they don't know you. And now their first interaction with
you. How you Yo, I'm done. I tried, bro. I tried, man. I get enough of Lucas for today. Man, this dude is such a loser. He's such a loser, cornball. I just want to create a divide. And in that way, he could conquer him. And I keep saying this because it's like his mentor, Dr. Umar, where they think alike. Next thing you know, Amazing Luke is going to be building a school for 20 years, man. He's going to be building a school for 20 years. Will Smith, didn't he build a school for his kids? Let's build the school for his kids quick as hell. They're mad quick. You got this guy over here, the non-amazing grifter, is coming in here like, oh, let me come in here, get this grift off. If other people are doing it, why not? Why not? It's just nasty. I'm never going to respect this guy. I'm always going to think he's a cornball. I'm always going to think he's a loser, right? That just is what it is, right? I have no respect for Lucas. I tried to talk to him. I wanted to start off light, and then eventually switch off into something heavier, like a heavier topic. But he couldn't handle me talking about a TV show. You think he's going to be able to handle me telling him, no, reparations does not need to happen, right? Or I'm not asking for it, right? Is no one deserves anything, right? Stop asking for a handout and just actually put in the work. And then if you get blessed, you get blessed. That's the way I think about stuff. You get blessed, you get blessed. It is what it is. But all this nasty tactics and then like trying to cause a divide and blocking anyone that disagrees with you, it's nasty. Man, it is what it is. I call it how I see it, man. Amazing Lucas is a joke. A straight joke. But tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button as well. Share the video. Check out my live stream channel. There's Real Talk with BX Beast Boy, as well as my main channel, BX Beast Boy. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. If you want to sign up for memberships or sign up for Patreon, that would be cool. If not, don't worry about it. Watch more videos.